Coming up this morning on Chris 6 Sunrise, a national ICE protest is expected to disrupt daily life today from work to retail. What organizers want and how it could impact you.
And it started as a deadly shooting of a man walking on the street and ended with gunfire from inside a police unit. We hear from the police chief on how this officer-involved shooting happened.
And folks, we're expecting another cold weekend ahead for the Coastal Bend, so we'll show you where you can go to stay warm. Chris 6 Sunrise starts now.
Well, hey there. Happy Friday, everyone. You are watching Chris 6 Sunrise. Thank you so much for waking up with the Hoffmans today. I'm Brian Hoffman.
And I'm Michelle Hoffman. I don't know about you guys, but every Thursday and Friday, I'm always looking forward to the weekend and what we can do. So we'll have Coastal Bend Weekend later in our newscast, but first we got to check in with meteorologist Stephen Jones to see how our weather and roads are shaping up for today and the weekend. Hey, good morning.
Morning.
Well, good morning, you guys. You know, the weekend shaping up, a little bit colder, but not quite the same Arctic blast that we saw last weekend. We had that cold front work through last night, and those temperatures are already dropping across the Coastal Bend. Here's a live view from our SPID Skycam. 50 degrees is on the board here in Corpus Christi. Traffic flowing nice and smooth as we're heading out the door on SPID for our Friday morning. And really, that's the story for most of our roadways, as it's similar for most of our mornings. Not looking too bad out the door. Just definitely those temperatures still want to hang on to that jacket that we've been holding on to all week. In our northern neighborhoods, coming in the 40s across the board. 42 degrees in Mathis is our coldest spot this morning. 46 on the board for Ingleside and Rockport. Then you start to see those 50s a little bit further south. 50 degrees in Kingsville. 54 is what you're waking up to off to the south in Falfurrias this morning. And as we go through later portions of today, we're going to continue this warming trend that we've saw from the past 24 hours. And we're going to be continuing up on towards that 60-degree mark as we head towards those daytime highs. So let's give you a look at some of those roadways. Plenty of good and green traffic flow. Just a couple of minor slowdowns there on Saratoga. Traffic being just a little exaggerated there, but as you see, going towards Rodfield and coming up towards SPID, there's also just a minor slowdown there. Other than that, just want to hold on to our jackets for that chilly Friday morning.
Thank you so much, Stephen. We're going to get to your neighbor news in just a bit, folks. But first, a key vote to avoid a partial government shutdown was delayed on Thursday night on Capitol Hill. The Senate, of course, did not vote last night on that government funding agreement aimed at averting that partial government shutdown and extending funding for the Department of Homeland Security for 2 weeks. The lawmakers were unable to agree on which amendments would be allowed for a vote, stalling process on the bill. The chamber will reconvene this morning to vote, and Scripps News Group's Nathaniel Reed will join us at 6:12 with the very latest from Washington.
A national protest of immigration and customs enforcement is expected to impact work, schools, and even retail today. Activists hope a broad boycott will help bring attention to what they call aggressive enforcement. It comes after federal agents in Minneapolis shot and killed Renee Good and Alex Preddy in separate incidents this month. The planned protest is separate from the general strike, a movement promising not to work until several demands on immigration, police, and social and environmental justice are met. It aims to get 11 million people to sign a strike card.
So last week's officer-involved shooting on the city's west side left many neighbors with more questions than answers. Chris 6 News has obtained documents stating the suspect was patted down, handcuffed, and put into a police car before he shot 2 officers and injured another. Neighbor News reporter Jada Jenkins sat down with Corpus Christi Police Chief Mike Markle and asked how this could happen.
In this case, it wasn't so much lack of training. It was just that the circumstances in this instance led to this individual effectively hiding a gun that we didn't catch in the field. And a tragedy occurred because of it.
And Chief is saying that this incident does not warrant changes to department training. We're going to have more from Police Chief Mike Markle during our 20 minutes of nonstop news.
The 2026 Democratic and Republican primary election is around the corner, so here are some dates you need to know. Your last date to register to vote is Monday, February 2nd. The last day to apply for a mail ballot is February 20th. Early voting runs from February 17th to February 27th. Election day is March 3rd. For more information, you could head to our website, christv.com.
Well, Jim Wells County commissioners are moving forward with $400,000 for a replacement water line project for the Rancho Alguerre. They tell the Neighbor News reporter Melissa Trevino they hope the project improves the infrastructure for neighbors. Precinct 1 Commissioner George Aguilar says that work is expected to begin within the next couple of months. They'll begin replacing lines along Rosario and Herrera, and then they'll connect those lines to Beam Station and Cornea.
Those areas that are going to be replaced, which is about 3,300 linear feet, has always been had water leaks, an issue, low pressure, things like that, and no fire protection.
Commissioner Aguilar hopes that this project can put an end to these problems. He's asking neighbors to be patient with the project, expecting it to last 4 months.
The Coastal Bend is set to see another drop in temperatures this weekend. So to help keep neighbors safe, Nueces County is opening up a warming center in Robstown. The center will be at the Senior Community Center on Manor, and it will open up today at 5 p.m. and closes mid-Sunday morning. CCRTA is providing free transportation, cots, food, and beverages will also be provided, and pets are welcome.
Well, hey there and happy Friday, Coastal Bend. I'm meteorologist Stephen Jones, giving you a live look from the USS Lexington Cam thanks to First Community Bank. It's a clear night right now, but we've got cloud cover starting to work in. There's the New Harbor Bridge and the aquarium both nice and lit up once again for our Friday morning. Either way, pretty chilly out there. Want to take the jacket along. 47 degrees is what we're reading here in Corpus Christi. That wind out of the north, 17 miles an hour. Definitely want to take into account the wind chill that we're also experiencing this morning. First, taking a look back at yesterday, though, it was also pretty cool out there. 37 degrees is what we were down to compared to that record of 25 degrees back in 1951. Not too bad though, and 91 degrees for the other end of it back in 2013. I'll take our middle of the run temperatures as we went through yesterday for our Thursday. Either way, wanting to see some more rainfall as we're starting to end the month of January, having some high hopes for February there as we're getting ready to roll into it. Here's what we're waking up to for our Friday morning. That cold front worked through and we're seeing some chilly temperatures off for the northern half of the Coastal Bend. 42 degrees in Mathis, 48 in Robstown, 45 up in Beeville, but then as you work further south, still some 50s on the board. 54 degrees in Falfurrias and 50 is what you're waking up to in Kingsville this morning. Those winds are a little gustier right now further south and closer to the coast, around 25 miles an hour over there at the Naval Air Station, 15 miles an hour over in Falfurrias, and then 18 miles an hour off to the north in Rockport this morning, but further inland George West only coming in about 8 miles an hour. Either way, as we go through the rest of our Friday, at least here closer to the coast, holding on to a stronger wind at least out of the north, about 15 to 20 miles an hour. That's going to have a considerable wind chill factor, only topping out in terms of the feels like temperature about 55 degrees today. I'm forecasting 59 for the actual air temperature daytime high here in Corpus Christi, but we are going to hold on to some fairly cloudy skies, so not expecting too much sunshine for our Friday. Here's how those forecast highs shape up as we're going through our day. Some of those mid 50s closer to the coast and even towards the upper 50s as you work in closer to Corpus Christi and further inland for some of our southern communities, so not too bad for our Friday compared to that Arctic blast last weekend. On our future tracker, here's how it plays out with all of that cloud cover today. Temperatures on the rise before we go into this evening, and that cloud cover leaves us about 8 to 9 p.m. tonight, and then we see those temperatures dropping drastically back into the 30s, even flirting with that freezing mark for some of our northern counties. But we do get towards that freezing mark as we're heading in towards Sunday morning. That's where we have that official freeze watch issued by the National Weather Service. I'm forecasting still 33 degrees here in Corpus Christi, but we could see those upper 20s for some of our inland and northern neighborhoods. Luckily, as we roll into our first week of February, warmer temperatures return to the board by Groundhog's Day into the 70s with a stray shower chance as we're rolling into next Wednesday.
Well, talks in Washington continue, but a government shutdown is still possible. Coming up on Sunrise Scripps News Group's Nathaniel Reed has the very latest. Hey, welcome back, folks. 6:12 is your time, getting a live look from our studio Skycam, looking at downtown Corpus Christi. Looking pretty nice right now. It is a chilly 50 degrees though, so pack that coat. We're going to be checking in with the rest of the weather and the roadways with meteorologist Stephen Jones in just a minute. But first, on to some national news for you. So a key vote to avoid at least a partial government shutdown was delayed on Capitol Hill.
That's right. The Senate did not vote Thursday night on a funding agreement that would extend government government operations and fund the Department of Homeland Security for just 2 weeks. Now, to break it all down, we go to congressional correspondent Nathaniel Reed.
Hey, good morning, my friend. The chambers are actually expected to reconvene this morning. If a partial shutdown happens tonight, how much could Americans be affected?
Yeah, Brian and Michelle, to be clear, it's looking like a partial government shutdown, at least through the weekend, is all but inevitable. House Speaker Mike Johnson yesterday saying that the House cannot vote on this thing before Monday. So even if the Senate does act today at the 11th hour, there still could be that shutdown when funding lapses through the weekend. And to be clear, Democrats had demanded some of these changes to the Department of Homeland Security funding package in Minneapolis, shot by ICE agents. They want major changes at the Department of Homeland Security, including reforms like requiring the use of body cameras and identification on ICE agents, ending those roving patrols, and making sure that agents cannot wear those face coverings that they've been pictured with wearing in the field so often. But for many Americans, the threat of this now government shutdown, a lot of concerns there about how that could impact your life. Remember, the Department of Homeland Security doesn't just fund ICE, it also funds TSA, the agents who screen you at airports, and of course, FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency. We're dealing with cold weather all across the country. Concerns there that there could be furloughs. The question is, if a shutdown does happen, which looks inevitable, how long will it last? Will it just be through Monday, or could it be much longer? For Democrats, they say this is a worthy fight to have right now over ICE funding. Take a listen.
What's your message to Americans who are worried to see another government shutdown, even if it just lasts the weekend or a little longer?
Listen, I wish we'd have seen movement from our Republican friends beforehand. We knew this was going to be an enormous issue. You know, after the activity over the last few weeks in Minneapolis, particularly after the second killing. Let's get this done, have a path towards reforms, and move forward.
And Brian and Michelle, a lot of questions about whether they will have the support to pass that 2-week extension today. And furthermore, whether they'll be able to work out broad structural changes that are acceptable to both parties for Immigrations and Customs Enforcement. Democrats have made clear what their red lines are. They want those changes to the way that ICE conducts its enforcement across the country. A lot of questions about whether Republicans and President Trump can agree to that.
Yeah, Nate, thank you so much for your time, sir, and for keeping up to date on this one.
Yeah, have a good weekend.
Well, hey there, and happy Friday. Coastal Bend giving a live look from our Snoopy Skycam now, thanks to Matthew CCAC. 49 degrees on the board, but you take into account that wind about out of the north at 25 miles an hour, feeling closer to 40 degrees out there as you're waking up closer to Snoopy Skycam, and even colder temperatures as you work your way a little bit further north. First, let's start off with some of those neighborhood and weather network temperatures. Off on the south side, we're reading the upper 40s, 49 degrees across the board right now there on Garden Court, San Benito Drive, and over on Bent Trail this morning. As we're working over closer towards Rockport now, 46 degrees is what we're reading there in our Rockport reporting station. Now, as we work a little bit further north, that's where they have some more of those cooler temperatures off towards Beeville, just in the mid-40s right now. Luckily, not into those freezing temperatures, about 45 to 46 degrees from our Beeville reporting stations this Friday morning. As we go through the rest of the day, we've got a couple more degrees to drop just into those upper 40s here in Corpus Christi, but the cloud cover all day, it's going to keep us nice and cool, and we're also going to be windy. Going to be out of the north about 15 to 20 miles an hour, and temperatures getting up towards those upper 50s. The feels like temperature only really getting into those lower to mid 50s by those daytime highs. So a pretty chilly Friday on our hands with plenty of cloud cover overhead, but not really too much rain going to be working its way into our neck of the woods. Looking at our big weather picture, you can see that cold front worked through and working further off towards the south and east now. Just those cloudy, drizzly conditions trying to push into central and south Texas, and that's exactly what we're going to see today, but really not even too much drizzle into our neck of the woods. Here's how our temperatures rise through the day, chasing the 60-degree mark. Plenty of cloud cover to go around, but luckily as we head towards about 7, 8, 9 p.m. tonight, that cloud cover works out from northwest to southeast, and temperatures plummet as we're going into tonight. Tonight they're going to be flirting with the freezing mark for some of our northern counties towards George West into Beeville, but by the time we're heading into Sunday morning, that's where they get even colder, potentially as low as 26 degrees for some of our inland neighbors. That's why we have this freeze watch in effect from Live Oak through B County and off to the south for pretty much all of our inland neighborhoods. neighborhoods. If you're closer to the coast, even the south side of Corpus Christi, not included in this freeze watch as of right now, expected to remain just above that freezing temperature. Either way, want to remember our cold weather practices, protect the 4 Ps as we're going into Sunday morning. And then as we go into that first week of February, luckily that's where things start to look a little bit better for us. By Saturday and Sunday, things are going to be sunny and nice, except for that freeze watch we have Sunday morning. By Groundhog's Day on Monday, things already warming up towards that 70-degree mark. We're going to have a cold front work in, but it's going to be pretty weak, just stirring up a stray shower chance as we're rolling into the middle of next week.
All right, it is the end of the week, beginning of the weekend. Let's make sure your gas tank is good to go so you can go wherever you need. We'll have the cheapest prices when we come back. All right, welcome back, folks. It is Friday, and let's make sure that your gas tank is all filled up and ready to go with the cheapest prices around the coastal bend. But let's start off with a look at the averages. According to Gas Buddy, we're looking at $2.86 for the national average. That's up by a penny since Monday. As for Lone Star State, $2.47 by average, up by 7 cents since Monday. Do a bit better here in Corpus Christi, is $2.59 is the average. That is up by a massive 28 cents since Monday. Cheapest prices we'll find here in Corpus Christi proper, other than Sam's Club that is $2.31 at the Sunoco on 3rd Street. As for our Portland friends, your cheapest is $2.52 over at the Murphy USA next to Walmart. And if you're out there on the island, looks like the cheapest price is most of the stations out there, $2.69. Watch out for a couple that are a bit costlier up in Port A. This is a big 32-cent jump, by the way, since Monday, so maybe try not to fill up there on the island if you can. As always, if you can find cheap prices in these guys, because they fluctuate during the day, might want to stop and fill up while you can. And I'll have all these prices posted on our website, christv.com.
Well, good Friday morning there, Coastal Bend, taking a live look from our USS Lexington cam now, thanks to First Community Bank. There's the new Harbor Bridge in view. A few morning commuters heading out for our Friday, but luckily flowing nice and smooth along the new Harbor Bridge, and that's the story for most of our roadways. We're not tracking any major slowdowns as of right now, just a chilly Friday morning, especially for some of our northern neighbors. Mathis coming in at 43 degrees. That's the coolest temperature out there, but here in Corpus Christi coming in at 47 degrees, feeling like 40 when you take into account that wind. We've got about 20 miles an hour, so don't forget about that. Feels like temperature. Probably want to take the jacket with you as we're heading out for our Friday morning in the 40s and 50s. Through the rest of our day, we're going to hold on to a lot of cloud cover pretty much throughout all of our Friday, only topping out about 59 degrees here in Corpus Christi, but that feels like temperature only going to be about 55 degrees. So looking at some of those roadways, just some very minor slowdowns on Saratoga, but for the most part, tracking good and green traffic flow, just those chilly temperatures this Friday morning.
I'm John Matarese. It's not too early to order those Valentine's flowers. I'll explain why ordering well in advance can get you a beautiful arrangement and save you money at the same time.
Well, hey there and happy Friday. Coastal Bend taking a live look from our USS Lexington cam thanks to First Community Bank. You can see the new Harbor Bridge in view, also the Texas State Aquarium there, both nice and lit up for our Friday morning, but it is a chilly one. 46 degrees, those feels like temperatures as low as the upper 30s when you take into account our wind at 20 miles an hour or so. So either way, probably want to take the jacket along with you, and that's all thanks to that cold front moving in over the past 10 hours. We have seen that temperature on the drop, especially since about 1 a.m. or so. Here's a look at those past 10 hours. We were still at 60 degrees by about that 1 a.m. hour, and then those temperatures steadily started dropping after that cold front worked through down into those upper and mid 40s across the area now, even a couple lower 40s on the board, like over in Mathis holding on to 43 degrees right now, 45 off to the north in Beeville, 47 here in Corpus Christi, but like I mentioned, feeling like that 40-degree mark. You start to see the 50s as you work your way further south towards Hebbronville and Falfurrias, coming in at 53 degrees off to the south there this morning. Compared to that 24-hour temperature change for yesterday, though, we were about 10 degrees warmer than where we were yesterday here in Corpus Christi, upwards of 14 degrees warmer there in Kingsville. Just we did have that cold front work through, and as we go through these next couple of mornings, that's where we'll see the coldest air start to work into the area. For our Friday dog walking forecast, though, today we've got Astro on the board, ready to go on his walk, looking like he's enjoying a pretty nice day, and it's not going to be too bad today, but just a little chilly as we're going through the morning hours. 47 degrees by 9 a.m., 53 by 11 a.m., still in those mid 50s as we're heading out for lunch much later this afternoon. And like I talked about, we're going to have a pretty breezy wind, 15 to upwards of 20 miles an hour. Some of those wind gusts, though, as we're going into the afternoon, they could push upwards of 25 to even 30 miles an hour at times. So want to keep that in mind. We're going to have a pretty good wind chill factor as we're going into our Friday. Those air temperatures expected to get upwards of that 60-degree mark, but when you take into account those winds, it's going to be making it feel more like the mid-50s as we head towards the daytime high. Here's a look at our big weather picture. We had that cold front working through the coastal bend area, now working further off into the Gulf and further off to the south and east, and we've got all this cloud cover, a little bit of drizzly conditions trying to work in towards south and central Texas. For Corpus Christi, though, here in the coastal bend, looks like we're just going to be holding on to that cloud cover. I wouldn't expect anything in terms of drops today as we're going into it. Nonetheless, those daytime highs push about 60 degrees for us, and then that cloud cover clears out towards 8 to 9 p.m. tonight, and temperatures plummet in the wake of that cloud cover leaving. We're going to be flirting with the freezing mark for some of our northern counties by tonight, even towards that 34-degree mark for areas like Tilden, George West, upwards of Beeville. But as we go in towards Sunday morning, that's where we start to see even colder temperatures, potentially as low as the 20s, as low as 26 degrees in some areas potentially by Sunday morning. This freeze watch has been issued, and right now it's not affecting our coastal neighbors or neighborhoods out there, even on the south side of Corpus Christi, not currently included in this freeze watch, but areas like Beeville, Freer, Orange Grove, Kingsville, Alice, Falfurrias. If you're inland, you definitely want to be mindful of this. Want to keep in protecting the 4 Ps. Keep that in mind as we're heading into this weekend. Of course, people, pets, pipes, and plants out there, because it's going to get pretty chilly, but either way, not looking too bad into the afternoons. Some sunny and nice afternoons, so I'd still go ahead and make those weekend plans. We're going to be in the 50s and 60s, so just bring the jacket along with you. And then as we roll into February and Groundhog's Day next week, that's where those warmer temperatures return back into the 70s. We see another weak cold front work in by Tuesday night. That's going to stir up just a stray shower chance, but not looking too cold as that one works in.
Alrighty, Stephen, thank you so much. And if you're looking for something to do this weekend, we have you covered. Coming up on Sunrise, a look at the top events and things to do around the coastal bend.
Now, the local events and fun things to do. It's Coastal Bend Weekend with the Hoffmans.
Hey folks, welcome back. It is time to hit the books on what's happening in your neighborhood this Coastal Bend weekend.
And this time we're heading back to school, so make sure you grab your hall pass and let's get started in the Bay Area.
We know it's still winter, but TAMUCC is springing into action with its Spring 2026 Ferguson Bravo series kicking off tonight. This year marks the program's 20th anniversary.
I spoke with the director of the university's Performing Arts Center, who tells me audiences will get to enjoy A-plus performances you won't want to miss.
And I know you guys have a stacked lineup for us.
In the next 4 months, we have 4 performances. We kick off with the Limelighters this weekend. You will see some of the classic folk music of the United States, along with some of the stories that go along with those songs, and a few originals too.
Tickets are just $20. You can buy them at the door or online.
The curtain goes up at 7:30 p.m. at the Performance Arts Center, and if you can't make it tonight, no detention necessary. There are more performances coming up in the next few months.
It's just a relaxed, beautiful environment to enjoy music and enjoy being with other people.
Cal Allen High School will be having its first ever Winter Jam Festival Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
I spoke with parents who volunteered to organize the event, and this one definitely passes the fun test.
What can people expect?
We are going to have vendors, food trucks, raffle, kids zone for a lot of activities for the kids to do.
Things will really start heating up with a barbecue cook-off.
And we, the Hoffmans, are your self-proclaimed barbecue experts, so we'll be serving as guest judges.
And if you buy a ticket, you can grade the grill yourself.
I'm really hoping everybody will come out with family, your friends, go out and have fun. This is for our kids.
Event proceeds will support safety for high school seniors on their graduation night.
The school will have a lock-in packed with activities.
Fortunately, statistically, there are so many deaths on graduation night. Kids graduate from high school and they make some bad decisions. So we try to give them that safe place to just come and have a good time. It's also a good last farewell to all their friends.
There are even more events making the grade in your neighborhood.
From a chili cook-off at Harley-Davidson in Corpus Christi
to biplanes and breakfast over at the Aransas County Airport.
And even a quilt show in Portland.
And of course, you can head on over to our website for a full list and details on each of those events. Make sure you send us a message if you want to see your event featured too.
Hundreds of sea turtles being released back into the Gulf. Hey everybody, Neighborhood News reporter Drew Bishop reporting from the shores of Padre Island. Bob Hall Pier is just behind me, and it was just this afternoon that 315 sea turtles were released back into the Gulf by the Texas State Aquarium. We saw state, local, and federal agencies represented here as volunteers brought these turtles back into their natural habitat after the Cold Stunning event this weekend.
They're just ready to go, so
if you've never been to a Cold Stun sea turtle release, here's how it works. Trucks pull up about a dozen feet from the shore, and then volunteers create an assembly line where they carry the turtles from the trucks into the water deep enough where they can swim on their own.
But I feel good. It was nice to get them back out in the water.
And if you're concerned that these guys could be cold stunned again, don't worry.
These animals are typically found in our bay systems, and so today we are releasing them into the Gulf waters, so hopefully they don't make their way back into the bay systems and get restranded.
We'll continue to keep you posted on air and online with any turtle news that we have. On Padre Island, I'm your Neighborhood News reporter Drew Bishop, Chris 6.
Well, hey there and happy Friday, Coastal Bend. I'm meteorologist Stephen Jones. Giving you a live look now from our SBID Skycam. The traffic is flowing nice and smooth out there this morning, but hopefully you have your jacket along with you. It's still pretty chilly. We're reading in the 40s right now, 47 degrees, but when you take into account that wind chill factor, we're at 17 miles an hour. It is feeling like 40 degrees here in Corpus Christi this morning. Looking around the rest of the Coastal Bend with some of those temperatures coming in the 40s for most of the board. 50 degrees is what we're still holding on to in Kingsville, 52 over in Hebbronville, a little further south you get a little bit warmer, but 40s galore off to the north. 46 degrees in Rockport, 42 is what we're down to in Beeville, 45 degrees is what you're waking up to in Alice this morning. Luckily not too much rain on the radar to worry about for your drive to work if you're getting ready for that commute. Just dealing with these cloudy conditions starting to work in, and that's going to maintain as we go through most of our Friday. Just a pretty cloud-filled day, but those temperatures nonetheless are going to push about 60 degrees for the daytime high. Just keep in mind it's going to be pretty breezy the entire day. Those feels like temperatures only getting towards about 55 degrees. I'll go over all our precipitation chances and that full 7-day forecast coming up.
It started as a deadly shooting of a man walking in the street, and it ended with gunfire from inside a police unit. I'm Jada Jenkins talking to the police chief about how this officer-involved shooting happened.
Jim Wiles County Commissioners are moving forward with the replacement water project for Rancho Alegre. I'm Melissa Trevino, and I'll tell you what this project means to residents who've dealt with this problem for years.
I'm Tony Jaramillo here at a once popular fish and shrimp spot. Whether you hated it or you loved it, you'll recognize ordering through this. Rumors have circulated about a comeback, so we looked into it.
Now, 20 minutes of non-stop news, sponsored by Ewald Kubota.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us for our 20 minutes of non-stop news with the Hoffmans. I'm Brian Hoffman.
And I'm Michelle Hoffman. Folks, we have plenty of neighborhood news for you this Friday morning, but we first have to check in with meteorologist Stephen Jones to see how the roadways are looking as people get ready to head out the door. Hey, good morning, Stephen.
Morning.
Well, good morning, you guys. You know, the roadways looking just great out there. Not tracking any traffic slowdowns as of right now, but we're tracking some cool temperatures still as we're heading into Friday morning. We had that cold front work in. Things are pretty gusty out there, especially still here in Corpus Christi and closer to the coast. Here's a live view from our SBID Skycam. You can see that traffic flowing nice and smooth along SBID if you're hitting that roadway. No slowdowns there, but still want to take that jacket along with you as we're all in the 40s, if not the 50s a little bit further south. Here's where we're waking up this morning, 45 degrees in Mathis. That cool spot though, holding on in Beeville right now, 44 degrees so far, 46 for George West, and then 50 in Kingsville, just a little bit further southwest, 53 degrees to the south in Falfurrias this morning. And when we're looking at those winds, the strongest winds right now are further south, about 15 miles an hour, even 25 miles an hour closer to the coast at the Naval Air Station. Through the rest of our Friday, we're going to be on the warm up towards about 60 degrees with plenty of cloud cover overhead. Looking at those roadways, we're not tracking any major slowdowns right now, just some minor slowdowns on Saratoga. But other than that, looking like a good and green Friday morning, just a chilly one. Hang on to that jacket with you.
Following the breaking news of last week's officer-involved shooting, the community wants answers. Mainly, how did the suspect end up in the back of a police unit, still armed? I'm your neighborhood news reporter Jada Jenkins in Corpus Christi with those answers for you. I was on the west side Friday afternoon as breaking news unfolded. Since then, Chris 6 News has discovered that the man accused of shooting and wounding 3 police officers opened fire from the back of a police car after he had been searched for weapons. That's according to probable cause documents obtained by our investigation team. Police Chief Mike Markle described what happened.
I watched the video. She did pat him down. She did pat him down and put him in the backseat of her car.
The officers then went to search Rojas's vehicle. When they returned, Rojas started shooting. One round hit Officer Alexandra Cano Castro in the head. A second officer was shot in the arm, and the third officer had a minor injury from a bullet fragment. I asked Chief Markle how Rojas was able to have the gun even after being searched, and if there will be changes made to training policies.
In this case, it wasn't so much lack of training. It was just that the circumstances in this instance led to this individual effectively hiding a gun that we didn't catch in the field. And a tragedy occurred because of it.
The chief says officers have to make tough split decisions.
And look at the world right now. So officers are rightfully a little hesitant.
He says the blame is not on the officers, but on the suspect, Ricardo Rojas.
But the only person at fault for the shooting is a suspect.
We've previously reported about Ricardo Rojas' extensive criminal history. It includes a prior felony firearm conviction and multiple probation violations. Chief Markle says that makes it especially frustrating to see his officers hurt.
From somebody that probably should have been in prison a long time ago.
Rojas is being held on several charges, including 4 counts of attempted capital murder and a bond set for nearly $5 million. Police say body camera footage will not be released at this time. In Corpus Christi, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Jada Jenkins, Chris 6 News.
Folks, there are also new details on the fatal shooting that Ricardo Rojas is accused of committing on Air Street. As we reported on Friday, police found a man who had been shot multiple times, and he later died at the hospital. Here's the new info. A witness told police the shots came from a man driving a white van who got out and said, "You owe me," then shot 39-year-old Daniel Suarez in the face.
I'm Melissa Trevino, your neighborhood news reporter in Jim Wells County. County commissioners are moving forward with the replacement water line project in Rancho Alegre with the help of a new grant. Commissioners hope this project can improve infrastructure and reliability for residents. For residents like Erasmo Aguilar Jr., who's lived here for nearly 42 years, the improvements are welcomed. Aguilar believes that this project is an important first step towards solving the problem. And beyond just the water quality problems caused by having old pipes, residents told me one of the things needed are more fire hydrants, which will be coming in the nearly $400,000 project. George Aguilar, who's the county commissioner of Precinct 1, tells me that work is expected to begin within the next couple.
Well, hey there and happy Friday, Coastal Bend. I'm meteorologist Stephen Jones. Taking a live look now at our SBID Skycam. It's a nice sunrise heading on the way, gonna rise up about 7:18 a.m. officially. Either way, looking at SBID, nice flow there in terms of traffic as you're heading out on that roadway, but want to hold on to the jacket. We're still in those 47 degrees to be exact, but feeling like that 40-degree mark as we're waking up here in Corpus Christi. Here's a look at the past 10 hours. We were still warm last night at 60 degrees by 11 p.m., even holding on to that close to that 1 a.m. hour. And that's where we really started to see that cold front work in. You can see those winds picking up out of the north about 20 miles an hour, and those temperatures also falling after that cold front work through. Now holding on to those upper 40s, but we're going to be on the warm up after we see that sunrise here in just a little bit. Here's where we're waking up for our Friday morning. The 40s off to the north, 43 degrees in Mathis is our cool spot as of right now. 44 in Beeville isn't far off though, feeling like the upper 30s. Along the coast coming in at 47 degrees in Port Aransas, 49 at the Naval Air Station, and for our southern neighborhoods, Falfurrias coming in at that 53-degree mark. We're looking at the most comfortable off towards the south so far. For that 24-hour temperature change, we're actually warmer than where we were yesterday, upwards of 10 to even 15 degrees warmer down to the south towards Falfurrias, and that's where we still have that cold front working in. You take into account that wind chill factor. The wind chill is pretty close to where we were yesterday. For our dog walking forecast though for this Friday, looking like a good one as we're heading into our Friday. We've got Astro today, enjoying a pretty nice day, and it's going to be a little cloudier today for Astro, but I still don't think those temperatures are going to be too bad, especially compared to where we started the the week. 47 degrees by 9 a.m., 53 by 11 a.m., and into those mid-50s for the early afternoon hours. Really not too bad of a Friday as we're rolling into it. But keep in mind there is going to be a pretty significant breeze for us, about 30 miles an hour, and some of those maximum wind gusts this morning, slowly coming down as we're heading into the afternoon and evening hours towards that 25 and then towards that 20-mile-an-hour mark, especially as we're heading towards dinner time tonight. Now let's talk about the big weather picture. Of course, we had that cold front work through, now working further off towards the south and east, and we're seeing all of this cloud cover working into the coastal bend. That's going to continue as we're going through our Friday, but as we head towards tonight by about 8 to 9 p.m., looks like it's going to clear out from northwest to southeast and leaving those clear skies in its wake as we head into tomorrow. Here's how it's all panning out on our current 7-day forecast. Cool and cloudy today, even breezy out there, 59 degrees, even cooler tomorrow, but that sunshine does return to the board as we're chasing the mid-50s. Remember to protect the 4Ps as we're heading into Sunday morning, especially for our inland neighborhoods where that freeze watch is in effect. And then as we head into the first week of February, that's where things start to look pretty nice in those 70s by Groundhog's Day, and then a weak cold front works in, stirring up a weak rain chance by Wednesday.
I'm Tony Jaramillo, your neighborhood news reporter in Central Corpus Christi. Online chatter has reeled in rumors about BotaNet potentially making a comeback under a new owner. So we did some fishing around to see if that's the case. On August 23rd, 2023, customers like this waited in line at BotaNet for the last time as the company served its final meals after operating for over 60 years. That day, the line at the location at Castores and McCardle wrapped down the street as many reminisced about cherished memories. Some have asked if this little BotaNet coming to Yorktown on the south side is the old BotaNet concept. Management at the Alice location tells me it is not. But more recently, rumors have floated from this Facebook page claiming that BotaNet is coming soon. And a man named Evan Trevino behind the page claims the trademark is his and wrote this. We found that Trevino does own the name BotaNet, so we tried calling to try to find out if he had a set date to open the restaurant. Emailed, then went to his house, ultimately having no luck in contacting Trevino through any means of communication. For now, we have no concrete confirmation that BotaNet is making a comeback, so all you tartar sauce lovers will just have to wait. In Central Corpus Christi, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Tony Jaramillo, Chris 6 News.
Now, 6 things to know before you go.
All right, let's start this list with a key vote to avoid a partial government shutdown. Was actually delayed Thursday night on Capitol Hill. Senate did not vote last night on a government funding agreement aimed to avert that partial government shutdown and extend funding for the Department of Homeland Security for 2 weeks. Lawmakers were unable to agree on which amendments would be allowed for a vote, stalling progress on the bill. The chamber will reconvene this morning to vote. It will still need to pass the House, though, before the Friday deadline. Final approval may not happen until Monday.
A national protest of immigration and customs enforcement is expected to impact work, schools, and even retail today. Activists hope a broad boycott will help bring attention to what they call aggressive enforcement. It comes after federal agents in Minneapolis shot and killed Renee Good and Alex Preddy in separate incidents this month. The planned protest is separate from the general strike, a movement promising not to work until several demands on immigration police and social and environmental justice are met. It aims to get 11 million people to sign a strike card.
Well, the Consumer Product Safety Commission has issued a recall for MindBody Green's Ultimate Multivitamin Plus dietary supplement. According to the recall, the bottles do not have a proper child-resistant packaging. The recall affects about 148,000 bottles. No illnesses or serious injuries have been reported, though. MindBody Green is providing free child-resistant replacement caps. For more info, and go to cpsc.gov.
Del Mar College is making dental care a little less stressful. The college's dental assisting and dental hygiene clinics on the West Campus are offering free teeth cleaning, free x-rays, and even a review of your dental history. The number to call to schedule an appointment is 361-698-2854. The dental hygiene clinic is held Monday through Thursday, and the dental assisting clinic is held on Thursdays only.
And the 2026 Democratic and Republican primary election is right around the corner, folks. Your last day to register to vote is Monday, February 2nd. Last day to apply for mail ballot is February 20th. Early voting runs from February 17th to February 27th. Election day is March 3rd. 3rd. For more information, head on over to our website. That's christv.com.
Nueces County is opening up warming centers ahead of this weekend's cold snap. It will be at the Community Center on Manor, and it opens today at 5 p.m., closes mid-Sunday morning, and CCRTA is providing free rides too. COTS food and beverages will also be provided, and pets are welcome.
Are you hoping to get a Valentine's bouquet on a budget this year? Well, there are lots of ways to get a beautiful arrangement for less. But the biggest mistake a lot of people make is waiting too long to place that order.
At Adrian Durbin Florist, Meg Schneeman is getting a head start on the Valentine's Day rush.
We've got the delphinium here, which is really beautiful.
Trying out new arrangements with bursts of different colors and flowers.
A lot of people, when they do mixed arrangements at Valentine's, they'll want 2, 3, or 4 roses.
That's because long stem roses cost more than ever, says owner Beth Durbin.
Tariffs we see directly are like from Canada, Colombia, and Ecuador, some Mexican.
If you're ordering flowers for your sweetheart, smart shopping expert Trey Bodge says now, about 2 weeks out, is the best time to do it.
That way you can avoid those express shipping fees, which can really be high.
She suggests signing up for email or text offers from your favorite florist.
Your deal sites will have maybe free shipping or discounts for those online florists.
Buying in person from your local floral shop or grocery store helps to dodge expensive delivery fees. But if that large bouquet of 24 roses is still too much, Durbin says mix a classic rose with other affordable flowers.
The mixed things are beautiful with lilies and Gerber daisies and roses.
Or mix and match smaller assortments in store.
Kind of assemble them yourself. You can create something quite beautiful.
One last tip, avoid February 14th as your delivery date. That's when some florists charge an added fee. Save by scheduling your blooms to arrive a day or two early. That way they can be enjoyed longer.
Definitely adds a different touch to things.
And you don't waste your money. John Matteries, Scripps News Group.
So the 68th Annual Grammy Awards are happening Sunday in Los Angeles, honoring the best music from August 2024 through August 2025. Trevor Noah is back to host for his 6th and final year, and some of the big names in running, Kendrick Lamar leads the pack with 9 nominations, including Album and Song of the Year. Lady Gaga has 7, including nods for her album Mayhem and the single Abracadabra. You can catch all the action Sunday at 7 p.m. on our sister station, KZTV.
Who are you rooting for?
You know, I listen to a lot of like older music. I'm in like the 2000s era, so
I haven't actually heard
really
that Abracadabra Lady Gaga song. I just think of the old song, Abracadabra, reach out and grab you. No?
You know, that's what my mind goes to also.
Thank you. I'm not the only one.
But I know some of those artists for sure, of course, and we'll see who wins out for this year because there's definitely some good work to be, or there was some good work done, I should say, in 2026. So it's going to be a good one for us as we're going into the Grammys, but also not too bad of a weekend. We are going to be getting cold out there. Not as cold as last weekend. So I think everybody's happy to hear that. We're not looking at the freezing rain, any of that icing potential that we were worried about last weekend. We do still have a freeze watch in effect, though, as we're heading into Sunday morning. That's the only thing we're watching as of right now. As we're heading into our Friday morning right now, it's not looking too bad. Here's a live look from our SBID Skycam and a gorgeous sunrise we're setting up for. Just want to take your jacket along. It is 46 degrees out there, and with a pretty gusty wind, about 15 to 20 miles an hour, it's feeling closer to 40 degrees as we're waking up here in Corpus Christi. So shaping up for a nice morning, but either way, a little bit chilly out there. Here's a look at the past 10 hours. We saw that cold front work in about 1 a.m. or so this morning, and then those temperatures steadily falling on the board into those upper and mid 40s now. That's where we're at here in Corpus Christi as we work a little bit further north, even some of those cooler temperatures. Let's take a look at some of our Chris 6 neighborhood weather network temperatures now, starting off with the south side in those upper 40s, 48 degrees over on Vent Trail Drive, 49 as you work down to the south towards Garden Court there. Now let's look over towards Portland, coming in at 46 degrees across the board in our Portland reporting stations, so a little cooler there and even a little bit cooler as we work a little further north towards the Beeville area to feeling those 40s right now. Up towards Lake Corpus Christi, also seeing those 46 to 47 degree mark towards George West and into into the Mathis area. So a pretty chilly morning across the board. Here's a look at our dog walking forecast. Today we've got Astro for our Friday, looking like he's enjoying a nice day and not too bad this morning. Maybe still worthy of taking the booties and the jacket along, definitely with those 40s and 50s on the board. 47 degrees by 9 a.m. By that noon hour for lunchtime, chasing 54 degrees for us, with those daytime highs going to be on pushing up towards 60 degrees by about that 2 to 3 p.m. hour. Now, in terms of the winds we've been seeing this morning, they're going to steadily decrease as we go through the rest of the day, but still holding on to a decent breeze as we go through most of our Friday, about 20 to 25 miles an hour with some of those gusts, slowing down towards 10 to 15 miles an hour as we're going towards dinner time and into the evening hours tonight. Here's a look at our big weather picture. We had that cold front work in and now working further off towards the south and east, and in the wake of it, we've got all this cloud cover working into south and central Texas, even a little bit of drizzly conditions near the border, but doesn't look like we're going to be seeing too much drizzle working into the area for the coastal bend today. Here's how it plays out on our future tracker. Plenty of cloud cover to go around through our Friday. Temperatures nonetheless going to be pushing 60 degrees for that daytime high. Then by 8 to 9 p.m. tonight, that cloud cover works off northwest to southeast, and temperatures plummet as we're going into tonight, even flirting with the freezing mark in some of our northern neighborhoods as we're heading towards about 6 to 7 a.m. tomorrow. But by the time we're heading into Sunday morning, that's where we have that official freeze watch in effect for our inland neighborhoods. If you're on the south side of Corpus Christi or even in any of our coastal neighborhoods, not currently included in this freeze watch, but we'll still want to be mindful and protect the 4Ps as we're heading into the Sunday morning ahead, because it's going to be a pretty cold one for us. Here's how it's all panning out on our current 7-day forecast. Going to be cooler today and cloudy at 59 degrees, those 50s, but it's still going to be sunny as we head into the weekend, so I'd go ahead and make those weekend plans. Remember that freeze watch as we head into Sunday morning, but luckily as we roll into the first week of February and Groundhog's Day, those 70s make their return to the board, a decent amount of sunshine, even a stray shower chance as we're heading into Wednesday. So as we roll into February, looking a little bit more pleasant for us here in Corpus Christi than January was. How are y'all feeling about it?
Hey,
pretty good.
Yeah, exactly, because we are judging, we're doing barbecue judging for the Cal Allen High School Winter Jam Festival, so we're excited to do that, and I think the weather looks pretty okay. We'll bring like a light jacket or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Well, thank you so much, Stephen. Thank you, folks, for tuning in. We'll be back at noon with even more news from your neighborhood, but until then, have a great day.